Welcome back to class. In this section, we will be looking at our arithmetics. We will be looking at the order of mathematical operations. We'll be looking at our mathematical operations without functions. Also, we'll be looking at our mathematical operations with functions. And this time around, we'll be expounding to know much more about how arithmetics actually work in mathematics, or in Excel rather. However, we'll be leveraging our knowledge of mathematics. So there's this guy we might know, which is called bed mass. Bed mass. So bed mass is the same thing as what we call popularly know as board mass. From our knowledge of mathematics, we know that this is brackets. The E means exponential, which means off in our board mass, and then D means division, M means multiplication, then our addition, then our subtraction, multiplication. This is our bedrock of mathematics, and this is our foundation of mathematics. It is worth to know that this also applies on our Excel. So if we need to do our simple mathematics, there is no two ways to hit to one. So we can either do it as equals to this plus this, which is equals to 3. This is our basic mathematics. However, in case we need to do the calculation directly without using a cell and the order, we can easily do equals to 2 plus 1 equals to 3. Now, it is worth to note that over here in our cell, we have our final result. In our cell, we have our final result. Our formula bar that we have up here, it houses our formula. So no matter the formula that we are working with, the cell will only give us the final result, the final output. To know the formula, we need to go back to the formula bar. So if you are given an Excel sheet Excel workbook that you are seeing for the first time, and you can see some operations done on it, just click on the cell and this formula bar will give you information about how they got the answer. Another way to view this is coming to your menu bars. Under our menu bars, there is a part that allows you to look at the formula. Clicking under your formulas, show formulas, immediately I clicked, it shows all the formulas that we are using on our Excel sheet. We can see that this is this plus this, which is showing B9 plus your C9. This is your 2 plus 1. And then you can also toggle this again to go back to your normal result. Other function includes your normal division, 4 divided by 2, which is this. Your minus 2 minus 1 give you 1. That's the also valid. And your other functions that you can think of. So this is basically how to calculate your basic operations. To make it a little bit more complex, let's say we want to do a calculation of into brackets 3 raised to power 2 3 raised to power 2 plus 6, then close this bracket here, then say 2 times 3 times 4 divided by 2 plus 5 minus 7, and let's click on enter. So we found a typo error in your formula. Try to correct it. So this correction is about the bracket. So we can see this. Looking at this, what actually happened here is that using our bed mass or board mass, this guy, I believe that it should do your 3 raised power 2 first. Your 3 raised power 2 should be 9, then plus 6. 3 raised power 2 equals to your 9 plus 6. So your answer for that will be what? That will be 15. 15. So for the other parts, we have multiply by 3, multiply by 4. So our next guy is our division. It's our division. That means that this is 2. So which means that we have our 3. Which means we have our 3 here, our 2 here. Then the next thing that will come up is our addition. Okay, I wanted to write plus here. Plus here. So that we can have all our guys complete. So this is for 3 using plus. So, oh, something has changed over here. Okay, yeah. We are back to this. Yeah. 3 divided by 2. That is your 2, 3, 2, then plus what? Plus 5. Put your plus here. And then put your minus here. Because subtraction is the last one. Plus 5 minus 7. So we have what here? We have our 15 here. 15, which is equal to 15, multiply by your 3, as 45, multiply 45, multiply by this your 2. Don't forget, board mass. We did our 2 first. And that we divide 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. And that's how we got this 2. So we are multiplying after your division. The next thing according to your board mass is multiplication. So we are multiplying by these 3 and I'm multiplying by these 2. So multiply by 3, multiply by 2. Then the next thing is your what? Is your addition according to board mass. So let's do equals to this plus this. And then the last one is minus, which is equals to this, which is equals to this minus this, which is equals to 88. So these our calculations tallies with this. And this is just to explain the fact that Excel also follows the principle of board mass. Hence, you have to be very careful anytime you are doing your calculation. You have to be very careful so that you will arrange it according to how you actually intend, and not to just think that Excel will do it chronologically. It will not do it chronologically. It follows the principle of board mass. So after learning this, what other things we need to learn includes our average, count number, max, and minimum, which are under our aggregating function. We call them our aggregating function. And these are part of functions. These are part of operations that actually requires function. In our next class, we'll start looking at operations that requires function. See you in the next class.